Hi, everyone. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you. This is literally a camera into my office as I do a kind of cover quality piece of The Batman Who Laughs, and in fact, all of the metal Batmans. Okay. So I'm going to leave this camera on all night long. Do we have anybody in here? Yeah. This is different than the other one that I was doing before. A little bit different. Wow, reporting from Bali, huh? Uh, no, I can sleep. I can sleep. But we have work to do. All right, so we're going to tilt this to this side. And I think what we need, honestly, is some music to chill out to. And I think you guys know what I'm referring to. Mm-hmm. All right. So you guys might want to just grab. Listen, it's snowing where I am, so it's the perfect kind of perfect weather, perfect evening to have a beer, a nice glass of wine, and just put your Uncle Ethan on the TV, and let's do something cool. Rebel Leaf. I usually listen to music. I do have audiobooks that I will put on every now and then. But I'll put on headphones and just zone out. I mean, part of drawing all night long is to just put yourself in a trance. Now, what I'm doing at the moment is finding the drawing. Okay? So this is to figure out what I want to do. you go into a cover with a vague idea of what you want, but the particulars are things that you have to work out. Argos wants to know where I buy my blue LEDs. You can buy them on Amazon. Just look up non-photo blue LEDs, and you will find them. You know, one time I was ordering non-photo blue LEDs, and I said, you know, I ordered 12, meaning just 12 LEDs like this, and they sent me 12 cases of 12 LEDs. And I don't know if it was an accident or what, but that was 2008. I haven't run out of them since. You know, I still am using those same LEDs that I got from that one amazing either accident or I misunderstood the price. All right, so now here's the thing. So we're drawing the Batman who laughs. I want to draw him in a typical. I want to draw him in the pose of someone who's laughing. Okay, so I like people who they're laughing so hard that they're holding on to their ribs, their insides. Well, kind of. I just got the idea to push his knees together. I want to draw him tall. I want to extend his form. Make him creepy, like over long his limbs. So let's see. Yeah, I think that's good. Now I've got reference. I've drawn him before. It's funny when you look for reference for a character and yours comes up. That doesn't help me much. Yeah. All right. Push these ears together a little bit more. I'm gonna go get a bottle of water. I'll be right back. Scrolling down. Who came up with the design for Batman Who Laughs? Asks Impact Player. Well, I think it was Greg Capullo and or Jim Lee. It wasn't me. Yeah, look at this. The way. Okay, that's cool. That's doing cool things right there. Sorry, the bad thing about this stand is that it bounces. If I touch it, it bounces. So I gotta. There we go. And from here we go straight to inks. blurry, isn't it? I don't understand why. There we go. Okay. I see you, James. Rob Wise Guy asked if these sketches get published. No, no, no. Usually the sketches that I do for you guys are just a service. It's it's just to create content for the channel. This is a commission that I wanted to get done before the end of the year. So I thought it'd be fun to do it live. James, I am drawing Hal Jordan number 38 right now. That's my next issue that's out. And then I'll be drawing 4 more. I know it doesn't feel like it because once you get on a monthly book, people are under the impression that you're going to have something out every month. It's just for some reason that's just not the way it works, scheduling wise, especially when a lot of my energy this year got put into Dawnbreaker and also a storyline called Fracture, which was 4 issues in a row that came out bi-weekly. So I mean that like really ate up half of my year, and those books are already out. So now I'm scrambling to produce more stuff. I'm going to be working on another 4 issues of Hal Jordan in a row, and I don't know when they're gonna ship. I mean, it's gonna feel weird. It's gonna feel like I'm not working, but I promise you I am. I just want to get 4 out in a row. Um, they just put out, or just received, comps of the new Hal Jordan trade paperback, which includes my 4-issue arc, Fracture. And it was cool. It's cool to have that much work in a row. But I mean, this is a lot. I mean, this is a lot for me. I think I did 10 books this year in 2017. That's a lot. I don't normally work that hard. Yeah, I think it was Argos. I think this year was a great year for my work. Um, yeah, Rebel. I usually do 6 a year, sometimes 5 a year, and I don't think I'm gonna go back to those days. But I mean, I'm pushing it to do 12 a year, and you know, in order to do 12 a year, you have to kind of make some sacrifices and cut corners, and also just eliminate everything else from your life. And then even still, people will say, "Oh, I used to like Ethan Van Sciver, but now he's just phoning it in." It's like, you can't win, So I don't know. I'm just gonna keep working as hard as I can, producing the best work that I can produce, and hope you guys dig it. Hal Jordan does celebrate Christmas, yes. I believe his father was Jewish. Um, but I don't know. Actually, that was just something. I don't know if that's still canon. I believe Hal Jordan is Christian, despite I think him saying in one story that his father was Jewish. Who knows? We don't really talk about it. You tend to lose Earth customs when you spend all of your time on Sector Zero. Like, there's not a lot of not a lot of Christmas up there. Argos again asks pretty good questions. Have you ever done any commissions for famous people? Shaquille O'Neal is probably the most famous one. Let me think about it. Shaquille O'Neal was actually the first guy to read Green Lantern Rebirth #1. I brought him a photocopy and a photocopy book, and Jeff Johns was thrilled. He's like, "Get me an autographed basketball," and I did. And I also got Shaquille to agree to pose for a picture of him reading this photocopy book of Green Lantern #1 with his eyes like bulging, like what he was reading was incredible. Took the picture, and DC wanted to run it, but they didn't for some legal stupid reason. I don't know. They should have run it. Shaq kind of agreed to let it be run, like in the letters column. And I don't know what happened to it. I don't even have a copy of the picture anymore. I wish I did. And what did I draw for Shaq? I designed a tattoo for him and some kind of commission poster of this character he created called Diesel Dog. That's what I did. I don't know what he did with him, but he was nice. He paid me pretty well. I don't know if he ended up getting the tat. I never looked. We're still going, Raymo. I'm gonna let this camera just run pretty much the entire night that I'm drawing. You've just got a window into my studio for the night. Let's see what's going on here. Do you give drawings to your friends and family as Christmas cards? No. No. Hardly ever. You know, I'm involved with the PTA now at the school. And Andrea is trying to protect me from them because they want me to draw weird things. You know, like, hey, we're doing a pamphlet or a flyer for this thing. You know, will your husband do the artwork? We need to draw a girl in a yoga pose with a fruit bowl. And she's like, that's not what he, like, no. Like, you could probably just pull a photograph of that up off the internet, you know, clip art somewhere. Or you could hire me and get me to do $2,000 worth of work for free for a flyer that 50 people will see. I don't know. Either way. Oh my gosh, that last live video that we did together just like an hour ago, it already has 5 dislikes on it. You know who did that. Yeah, I mean, I want to serve the school. I think a better use of, you know, my abilities would be to have me come in and draw for the kids live. And I've done that a few times. You know, it's just, let's get the kids together. I'll teach their art class, you know, for a week. and things like that. I mean, that's something that I'll do. But I mean, making me do clip art for some kind of weird PTA flyer is not. I don't know. Doesn't seem like a good use of my time. Yeah, James, exactly right. Melissa Moore Martin. Susan Auger. I'm gonna do a video on Melissa Morg and tell the whole story. The stuff you guys don't know. That would be mind blowing. Too much drama though. You guys don't want me to do that, do you? You guys would be disappointed. I won't do it. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Seriously, you guys want me to do it? Would you like to know all of the details, all the behind the scenes stuff? I feel like it would be fair game to do because, all I said was knock it off. And he chose not to knock it off. He chose to post something on his stupid Melissa Morg page, which was really funny. This entirely weird, creepy accusation. Go and read it. It makes zero sense. And I think, and he, obviously he knows it's a lie, but it's like, you can do better than that. Like, if I were still talking to Melissa Morg, I'd be like, you can do better than that. Like, here's the thing. If you're going to lie like that, like, you have to create something that people will be willing to sign on to. If you want to make up this thing that, like, a major comic book company hires professionals or hires a professional to organize YouTubers to like stalk and harass like the other company's talent. All right, here's the thing. First of all, that's that's insane. All right, it's really stupid and childish. Second of all, even if it were true, anybody who agreed with that, who wanted to like spread that idea, would pretty much be blacklisted from a major company. So you're not going to get support. You won't get support. Like, nobody's going to join you in that little crusade. You have to do better than that. And that's why I think that, Martin, the dude behind that profile, is legitimately crazy. Like, legitimately crazy. What do you guys think? Sanchez Knights, do you know Diversity in Comics? I've never met him. Yeah, but I've known him from social media. You bet. You bet. He I would like to call him a friend, but I like I said, I've never met him, so I don't know. But sure. I know a lot of people. Adam R says, great content, Ethan. Is this, are you being sarcastic? Like, I understand that what I'm doing is boring. Wait. But yeah, I have like all this crazy stuff. I kept everything. I mean, all of the interaction with this person who I started to believe was dangerous. And I kept it all of it. And if you saw it, you would have a full picture of who this person was. And then a lot of weird things. Like, this person was being followed by some rather high profile people. Which, if I were conspiratorially minded, I would create some theories of my own. But I'm not. I'm a normal human being. All right, let's see here. Looks like I think I'm looking at a Tony Daniel draw. Is this Tony Daniel? Or I can't even tell. I can't tell if this is Greg Capullo. I could look at this Jason Fabik drawing for reference. Oh man. But I won't do it, guys. Yeah, I have screen caps of everything. That's right. Don't worry, I won't do it. I won't bring drama to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I won't make a tell-all video about the biggest left-wing harasser on social media that I got to know personally. I won't show all of the messages that I received from this person's wife explaining that she feels threatened and in danger because of his activities. Ugh. Thanks for that. Hobbit Hubby says, thanks, EVS. It's just gotten too stupid. I agree. I try so hard to just do comics. Make the world a better place. Fake Mark Wade's in here. Hey, Fake Mark Wade, I know who you really are. I got your real name. Fake Mark Wade, your name is not Joshua Thompson. Is it? Is my intel wrong? I don't really care. I ain't mad at you. Jesus. Triclops Esquire says, out him, put him on blast, dox the F out of him. Melissa Morg? You probably are Melissa Morg. Never mind, fake Mark Wade. But fake Mark Wade, you did ruin that Mark Wade chat and all the goodwill that we had created. So I'm still mad at you for that. But then again, I don't know. I don't know why it was such a big deal. People get heckled. I'm trying to keep this in frame. Yeah. Yellow Flash says, are you going to watch Star Wars tomorrow? Does that open tomorrow? I guess the answer is no. I mean, I don't know. I didn't even see. I don't know. I didn't see that last one. The Star Wars prequel. I didn't see that one. I did see The Force Awakens, and I thought it was like terrible. It was absolutely terrible. But of course, and everyone said it was great, so I was shocked. And now everyone's saying this is great too. So it just might not be for me. It feels like plastic, fake Star Wars. The reason to go see it obviously would be to see Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker, to see the story continuing, to see Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia. I mean, that's incentive enough to watch the movie. I just can't get excited about it because even though I don't want George Lucas ever touching the Star Wars franchise again after the prequel trilogy, the fact that other people are doing it now just feels phony. And killing off Han Solo, lame. And I'm tired of all these kind of young heroines that are just so kick-ass. These Mary Sues who are just so great at everything. Like I'm the best at the Force that's ever been. It just devalues the whole franchise. I'm bored. Yeah, Heather C says, I'm sure they will kill off all the originals. Yeah, I'm sure they will too. I'm not interested. And to what? And what are we left with? We're left with, you know, these new characters that are not nearly as interesting. I don't mean to be a bummer about it, but hell with it. I don't mean to run the movie franchise down, but it can go F itself. It's not Star Wars. It's fake. And then I have to suffer through aisles and aisles of like product. Like this is the thing. They've got Disney doing the merchandise now. So what? It's just, it's everywhere and nobody wants it. Like, who wants this stuff? Nobody wants any of the new stuff. It's too much of it. And I go to Target and I'm looking for DC product. There's no DC Comics product. There's barely any Justice League tie-in merchandise. But there's tons of Star Wars. Ridiculous stuff. Like, hey, do you want a BB-8 soap on the rope? No, I don't. I don't. I don't want that. No, thank you. But you do, you know, now that some time has passed and we have the sterile kind of imitation Star Wars world of The Force Awakens, you really kind of look back at the original, the prequel trilogy, and you're like, whoa, these weren't as bad as I thought. I mean, Jar Jar Binks is reprehensible, but maybe these are okay. At least they feel like real Star Wars. Yeah, I remember seeing episode 3 and thinking it was mostly really good. I remember coming out of the theater because I used to go see those movies in the theater, and thinking, yeah, they're getting it. Here's the thing: the whole reason to go to these Star Wars movies, these new ones, is to see Luke and Leia. Chewbacca is no big deal. Nobody cares because you can put anyone in that suit, and it's just, who cares? Same with the R2D2 and C3PO. They're not a reason to go. The incentive was to see Han Solo, Luke, and Princess Leia, and once they kill those characters off, the franchise will die. It will die. It's already dying. And I really don't know why they did that. I don't see why they had to kill Han Solo. I know that I heard rumors that Harrison Ford insisted, but you know, if that isn't true, it was wasteful. It was very wasteful. I mean, people hate on Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi is a masterpiece. I even like the Ewoks. I don't know what people are talking about when they hate on the Ewoks. I'm like, the Ewoks make sense. I like them. I mean, I was of the right age when that movie came out. I was, let's see, 1983, so I was 9 years old. The Ewoks were cool. We had the Ewok Village playset. We had stuffed Ewok teddy bears. By the way, I mean, there wasn't a lot of stuff. There was just enough merchandising, just enough product for you to go, yeah, I want all of that. All of that belongs in my life. An Ewok teddy bear? Of course. That's what I want. If I'm gonna have a teddy bear, it might as well be an Ewok. By the way, Jabba the Hutt died a pretty good death. You know, if I were Harvey Weinstein, like that's pretty much how I'd want to go. I want to get a beautiful woman in a bikini to choke me out. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And you guys might disagree, but I honestly, they're like, oh, look, he got it, you know. No, Jabba the Hutt probably liked it. Like, he probably really enjoyed dying that way. Yeah. I don't know. I just think about things when I draw important things. hmm I really have to go back and watch episode 3 again because I only watched it that one time. I mean, I've seen A New Hope uh, uh, 200 times in my life. 200 times. And it, you know, in the old days, the olden days of the 1970s and 80s, you know, these movies used to come on TV and it was a special event. They'd be like, we're not going to, you know, tonight, uh, you know, Sanford and Son will not be seen on this network in order that we bring you the special presentation. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba, ba. Long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Yeah. And it's Star Wars, and it's like your family would get together, and you would make popcorn, and you would all watch Star Wars, and it was on just network television, and that was the only way you could see it. Now I watched it every single time it aired that way with my family. It was great. Interrupted with commercials, brought to you by York Peppermint Patty. Yeah, the Christmas special is better than well, better than the new trilogy. Okay, yeah, maybe. Maybe. I mean, it has some. There's some good stuff in the Christmas special. Good stuff in there. Trying to think of what people say. Oh, the Boba Fett cartoon was good. No, it wasn't. It wasn't good. That Boba Fett cartoon was horrible. And the worst thing about it is it introduced us to Boba Fett, who is the most overrated character I think in cinematic history. What the hell did Boba Fett ever do? The people like him so much. He didn't do anything. Hmm. Yeah, he died. He looked stupid and died. I don't know. Maybe other people saw something in there I didn't see. Like, I'm a Star Wars fan, kind of. Like, the kid in me is a Star Wars fan. The adult in me is like, F this. I'm done. But, you know, I will, if I do go see the new movie, something will hit me in my heart. I'll be excited when I sit down in my chair. I'll feel that little kind of tingle of, hey, I'm about to see a new Star Wars. But it'll go away real quick once the movie starts. I just don't trust Hollywood at all. At all. They don't understand. They don't understand what made the original Star Wars trilogy great. These people, these people don't understand uh, what what makes Superman great. They think Superman is corny. You gotta stop it. We can't let them have like control over precious childhood, properties like Star Wars. They don't get it. Look, I mean, even Lucas doesn't get it. Like, here's the thing: the original Star Wars trilogy was about religion. It was about faith. It was about God. It's like the Force. The Force was a stand-in for spirituality, for religion, religious faith, being able to accomplish actual great things. Um, and that's what it was. I mean, the Force was God. And then George Lucas got embarrassed of that and made it sciency. Think about it. Oh, it's because people have midichlorians in their blood. Oh, I see. So there is no force. There is no God. It was all science. Got it. Perfect. See, the thing is, it's like, while you might feel less embarrassed about that, George Lucas, the rest of the audience hears that and they're completely deflated. You just took away what they had to believe in. You took away the spiritual core, the center of Star Wars, and people are now going to begin to reject this. And that's pretty much what that's all about. And at the same time that that was happening, the other one, Steven Spielberg, put out an Indiana Jones movie where, for the first time, the object that Indiana Jones was looking for was not a religious artifact. It didn't prove the existence of Jesus Christ or of Moses or even of, an Indian religion. It was something about a UFO. It was science based, and people rejected that too. The both of them did that at the same time. They took the religion, and both of those franchises were all about spirituality and religion, and they forcibly like jettisoned the spiritual undertone of their stories in favor for something more cynical, and killed them. Just killed it. Hmm. Okay, Jake says, I just noticed something. In the DC movie intro with all the characters, I saw Jessica. I think she might be in the GLC movie. Well, I hope so. Actually, I don't care if she is or not. I don't have any equity in her, so we will not be paid if Jessica is in the movie. We want Atrocitus to be in the movie. Oh, yeah. What's up with punching a Nazi? What is that all about? What are people talking about? Punch a Nazi? What is that? It's stupid. Do you guys know? But it's weird. It's like, why not? I don't know. Punch, punch a Nazi. These are people who don't look like they punch very many people. And the word punch. Hmm. Hmm. Hi, gentleman 33. Welcome. By missing an hour, you didn't miss much. In other words, I am just going to keep going until I go to bed. This isn't one of those streams where I'm like, okay, we did it, we finished. I don't know if this drawing will get finished tonight. I'm just working on a commission and inviting you guys to watch and chat with me if you'd like. Guys, do me a favor and hit like on the stream, please, if you haven't already. I'm kind of learning I'm still learning the YouTube game, but apparently liking a video is really important. So if you could do me that favor, I'd appreciate it. I'm aggressively trying to get my channel to grow. Very important. Hear my chinchillas? They're fighting. No, I do not post on Reddit. I look at Reddit sometimes. I don't really post there. You know, I don't have that many Darwin Cook stories because I didn't get to be with him as much as other people did. Darwin was very funny. He was politically a lot like Darwin was politically sympathetic to people like me and Billy Tucci, and that's one of the reasons why he was so fun to hang out with. And he was just a man's man. He loved drinking, he loved partying, he had his opinions. He wasn't going to be pushed around. He wasn't going to be told. We're talking about Darwin Cook, by the way. He wasn't going to be told what to do by anyone. And he would kind of take you aside sometimes, and he'd be like, "You know what, Ethan? That dude's a pussy. Don't worry." Like, be like, whoa, you're talking about someone important. I don't know. He was just he always had this smirk, like a kind of very kind, mischievous smirk on his face, and he made fun of my tattoos when he saw him. He said, what are you gonna be? What's the word he used? A Chippendale dancer now?" Uh, he was just so funny. And yeah, when I heard that he had passed on, suddenly I couldn't believe it. I didn't know he was sick, and man, it was just such a devastating loss. Darwin Cook dying just means, well, that's one huge reason why you don't need to go to any conventions anymore, because Darwin's not going to be there anyway. They're a lot less fun without him. Hmm. Yeah, everyone liked Darwin Cook except for, like, I don't know. I think even his enemies liked him. Uh, Derek Garcia, I see you talking about me drawing Ezra Klein Flash. No, I'm just gonna pretend that never existed ever. I know that there's a possibility there's gonna be another movie with him as the Flash, and I seriously hope not, because uh, he's a disgusting rendition of the Flash. I don't like him as a person. I hated his interaction with Gal Gadot on that video. I find him repugnant, and I think that he played a goofy, embarrassing version of a great hero that I really love and respect, and devoted a good portion of my life to helping out, working on. So I will never draw his version of the Flash, ever. He needs to go away. And this other kid who's on the TV show is great. So, look. Mm. Seriously, like, he almost ruined the entire movie for me. Um, in the meantime, Wonder Woman was great. Wonder Woman couldn't have been better. You know who else couldn't have been better? Cyborg. They got him just right. He looked cool. Um, I think he didn't do enough in the movie, but boy, did they get the character as good as it could possibly be on the screen. Hmm. One has to wonder why Patty Jenkins doesn't just direct all the DC movies. Frankly, she got it right with Wonder Woman. Is there any doubt in your mind that she couldn't do a great Superman? I mean, Superman is just the other side of the coin. If you can do Wonder Woman, you can do Superman. I think she would be great. No, I didn't see the new Spider-Man trailer. It's an all CG movie. Hmm. Mhm. Can I get a count? Will you guys tell me your sexes, male or female, in the chat right now? Just put F or M. Don't be goofy. I want to know the truth. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. So two girls and all the rest. It looks like men. Well, no. It's like I look at my analytics on my YouTube page, and it's like 95% men, and it feels like there's some women, but I don't know. I think that's about right. Yeah, it's a bunch of guys and two girls. Women, don't go away. I mean, don't feel unwelcome. Jeff Pearson, I recently got cleared of having cancer. Oh, that's wonderful. Good. I would love to sell you this sketch, but it's for someone. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. But I mean, congratulations. That's really terrific. Yeah, there's a guy in France who has been asking me to draw this, and he's gonna pay me really well for it. I figured now's a good time. I'll just use that for Christmas money. Might as well get it done. Well, we don't need more women in here necessarily, Santiago J. Um, if it's just interesting to see like if that was true, if what I'd seen on my analytics was the case. It's like 95% men, 5% women. This is pretty good, like a pretty good turnout for a boring chat because um, there are 106 people in here right now. I have to say, I was expecting 20 people. So it's nice to just, the way I see this is hopefully just people put this on and read, or I don't know. I would just have a glass of wine, occasionally look over and see what I'm drawing. No, you guys aren't boring. I mean, I'm being boring. I mean, I'm not like actively talking to you guys or putting on a show for you. I'm really just doing actual work. So the planned layout for this piece is the Batman Who Laughs right down the middle, and headshots of the other 6 Batmen, like this, if you can picture it. It's gonna have all of them. What happened to Walking Dead this season? Asked Rebel Leaf. It sucked. It sucked. Hmm. Every now and then somebody sends me a piece of information about Melissa Morgue. I just got another one. Insider info. Shinto Ketchup. Okay, what I just got word was if you were following Melissa Morgue, she had her own YouTube page where ostensibly, supposedly, she did these videos in her very excellent female voice, criticizing what she called Comicsgate, which is a very strange thing to me. And they found the question was, well, if Melissa Morgue is a man named Martin, and it is, then who was the voice of the videos? And it was a professional paid voice actress, and they just found her. So there's some investigators working on this right now. Hi, Samurai Raccoon. I mean, it's kind of interesting. I don't know. No, I don't know. I'm not asking any questions right now. I'm with you guys. I don't really care that much, to be honest with you. It's an interesting story. I need to know a little bit about it to protect myself. I think this person is dangerous. But for the most part, it's like the details, the little details. I don't know if I need to know them. Hmm. Hmm. Much do about nothing, that's right. Who cares? Hello, Alpion the Destroyer. Welcome. You know, Walking Dead was really good. Seasons 5 and 6 were really good. Really good. But it really is inconsistent. That one season that started off with Rick and everyone looking over kind of a work site, like a dugout work site that was going to become a mall. And it was filled with zombies, like just a big dugout pit somewhere in the middle of the woods and a construction site. And it was just full of zombies. And eventually, this, you know, they were blocked in there, they couldn't get out. But this tractor trailer was plugging this kind of an exit way for the zombies to get out. And the tractor trailer was going to fall. And when it fell, it was going to open up the hole, and all these zombies were going to spill out onto the road, on you know, and be able to walk towards their encampment. So that was a great, like, serious threat. The zombies were actually scary. It was a good problem that needed to be solved. That whole season was great. That whole season was really, really good. And I wish that, you know, I was hoping that they'd learn something, and we're going to keep going with that. Yeah, the quarry. That's what it was. I was trying to find the right word for it. But yeah, this new season was really boring. I'm sorry, I don't want to see them with machine guns. And by the way, like, nah, I'm not going to get into the SJW stuff. But there was plenty of it this season. It's just so dumb. Are any of you guys in the chat drawing right now? I hope you are. I hope you post what you're doing on Twitter. You know, I wouldn't mind, Gentleman 33, you're doing a banner entry, like a banner for Nostalgia and I wouldn't mind seeing you guys come up with a banner for me. It'd be awesome. I should have a contest for best, like whoever makes the best banner, and I'll give them a drawing. Some signed books, bunch of stuff. You know, like something that really sums up the show, my channel. Because I don't know, it might be getting stale. I'm like what I have now. I just randomly pulled a 2-page spread from Hal Jordan and put it up there as the banner. I got to do a commercial for my channel too. All this stuff that needs doing. It's Dr. Banner to you. Well, now I like Nort a lot more. Now that I did that interview with Keith Giffen and Kevin McGuire, I didn't know Nort was Norton from The Honeymooners. I didn't know that. Gentleman 33, it's a good idea, and I think I will do that. Like, I'll make an official contest video. I'll announce the prize. I'll show the prize. And I'll just judge the best one. By the way, I'm now full-fledged obsessed with another channel, The Quartering. I'm watching Jeremy talk about getting banned from Magic the Gathering, something I couldn't care less about. Honestly, I couldn't give a damn about Magic the Gathering. But I love watching him, you know, bring the fire down on the people who are banning him. It's like such a silly thing, but I'm like obsessed with listening to him talk about it. It's so fun. And then he's got like allies to talk about it too. They make videos. It's great. Why did they ban him? They banned him because, well, he's a troll, you know, I believe. But they banned him supposedly because he was harassing this cosplayer with videos. Like, he was making fun of her with videos too much, and she said, I'm quitting the whole hobby because of Jeremy harassing me. And, you know, it's pretty ropey evidence that he was harassing her. But he was posting Pepe memes. And people don't like the Pepe memes. I really don't get it. I don't understand what the problem is with the Pepe memes. But people don't like it. It makes me think the world's crazy. And we all have to pretend along with crazy people. But they banned him and they took away his, I guess he had some digital account. I don't even understand. But they took away everything that he purchased in his digital account as punishment. It seems like stealing to me. And yeah, he talks about it every day. Every day. He's gonna bother Hasbro. You know. And there are all these people like that post videos because they hate him and they're in support of the banning. And and he posts them and he yells at them. It's just, I don't know. Whole channel of drama. Yeah. I think the reason why Pepe is a real problem is because it is so funny. Um, you know, the look on that frog's face is so smug, and it's so, what it says is, I see you, I see what you're up to, and you ain't getting away with it. Like, that's what that meme says. So somehow, like, they had to, and it worked so effectively because it was so funny on social media. They had to actually declare that it was like white supremacy or so. I don't get it. And then some people thought it was funny that they were saying it was white supremacy, so they started making white supremacy Pepes. And now it officially is a white supremacy symbol. It's really strange. That's going in the history books. Neon Cauldron. Yes, I have seen The Room many times. It's very funny. I'm a big fan of bad movies. I'm a big fan of Ed Wood. Big fan of Ed Wood. Um, and I have every one of his movies down in the basement, like in my DVD collection. I think The Room, Tommy Wiseau, is like this generation's Ed Wood. They're hoping to make him into an Ed Wood type of beloved, terrible filmmaker, but I think he's only done one film. They should really give him some money and let him do some more. James wants to know if Pepe and Cyberfrog are related. No, Cyberfrog is much older than Pepe. But Cyberfrog's original name, when I first created him as a teenager, was Fascist Frog. So it's pretty funny. It's like, it seems like they are related somehow. I just thought the word fascist was funny in the 90s, in the late 80s and all through the 90s. Kind of punk rockers were calling everybody a fascist. Like if you were like kind of authoritarian, kind of bully, or somebody who, a conformist kind of, or someone who, believed everyone should conform, you were called a fascist. These are simpler times. Thank you, Z Ryan, for the diaper money. I appreciate it. That's nice. Yeah, I created X23 and Pepe, I guess. Sure. Oh, are they biologically related? No, they're not. Not at all. No, Mr. Thundaro, I have not read Mr. Miracle. Dr. Mayhem, EVS, were you a punk rocker? No. I like punk music. I liked, the Ramones a lot. The Revolting Cocks. There are some groups that I liked, but I wouldn't say I was a punk rocker. I was more new wave kind of Dressed all in black. I painted my fingernails. I had a bunch of earrings. I wore makeup a couple times when I was a teener. No, not hair bands like Depeche Mode and The Cure. Yeah, I was a little goth. I like Iron Maiden very much. I've been a fan of Iron Maiden since I was a kid. So, when I was 12 or 13, 14, I loved Iron Maiden. And then I grew out of them for a little while because I found out that kind of liking Iron Maiden was like basically it's impossible to get girls if you were a headbanger in the 80s. So that became not a cool thing. I changed a lot about myself. When I was 15 and 16, I cut my hair all off just to get girls. And it worked. But I ended up really liking the music. New Order, OMD, Susie and the Banshees. I loved all that stuff. Jesus and Mary Chain. And when you're a teenager, the music that you listen to determines what you're wearing. Yeah, sell out. Believe me, a lot of my friends were angry with me. Very angry. I was like, what? You guys are stinky and you're going nowhere. And I always loved the Beatles and John Lennon. I decided to teach myself how to play the piano when I was 15 so that I could play Beatles songs. And I did. I've been playing, yeah. Did I mosh? Yes, I did. I was caught in a mosh many times. Did I skank? No, that was more like. No, that wasn't my scene. Yeah. No, I never liked the Monkees. Mm-hmm. Smashing Pumpkins came much, much later. Smashing Pumpkins was grunge, and grunge pretty much killed everything. I'm talking about like the late 80s and early 90s. 1990 was a great year for music. Did I break dance? No, I didn't. But I will tell you, I was just a kid, like 1983 when breakdancing was happening. And in Merchantville, New Jersey, there were a group of older kids who, met at the street corner and they laid down a big sheet of cardboard and they had a big boom box and they would break dance and the younger kids were all scared of them. And they're out there popping and locking. They were doing the Bugaloo shrimp. Yeah. And we were just like, oh, those kids are scary. Good night, gentlemen. 33. Be well. Mm-hmm. Change the music up. Chasley laughs that I was a rocker. Yeah. I don't know. Let's see. My hair looked like Hermie the elf from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's what everyone said. Big blonde wave on my head, like flock of seagulls, kind of. That's when Andrea met me. She said, "Ooh, I like that skinny goth kid." Mm-hmm. Yeah. Edwin, these designs are they just kill you. It's like, can you guys just knock it off with all the buckles and. Hmm. Big hair for big boys. Yeah. I was trying to look like Martin Gore from Depeche Mode. I got close. I looked a little like him. Jake Meisling is asking insistently. He wants to know how much these drawings cost. Jake, this a full figure like this about $1,000. Just FYI. You're welcome. Yeah, they're pricey, Jake. They're a luxury item to get a comic book professional to stop doing his published work and draw you a drawing that could be published. It's publishable. It's very pricey. Neil Cauldron, go ahead and ask your questions, and I look up every now and then, and if I see it, I'll answer it, unless it's like rude. I won't answer it if it's rude. Can you please explain the blue lines? This is Neil Cauldron. Can you please explain the blue lines on comic book Bristol board, bleed, trim, library, etc.? Oh, so you're looking at the paper here that DC gives away. Okay, so this is DC board. When you work there, if you're doing a book for them, they will send you 25 sheets, so that you have 5 sheets to make mistakes on, 20 pages. And it's got your info up here. Penciler, inker, title of the book, issue number, page, and month. This right here, this outer hard line, this is trimmed off, okay? So in print, anything that extends beyond this hard line is going to disappear. It's not going to make it on the page. So you want to try to keep it. This is the bleed line. Right here, this broken line is where all of the word balloons must stay. So if you're putting a panel right here, okay, you want to, and you know there's a word balloon, you want to make sure that you leave enough room within this dotted line for the word balloon to go. Does that make sense? These lines right here are basically just measurements. They repeat down at the bottom as well. So you know if you're going to draw a panel gutter from here to the bottom of the page, you just lay your ruler across it and you're good. Does that help? It's a good question. You're welcome. Thank you for the super chat, Z Ryan. Frank Miller short sleeve and shorts flash design, cool or uncool? Uncool. Don't like it. Do your fingers hurt when you draw this long? Fingertips do. You can see the dents. Okay, and on my pointer finger. Yeah, when you grip, so these 3 points begin to ache. But they don't ache so badly that you need to stop. Luckily, I don't have arthritis or anything close to it. Kevin Chan, I guess Dark Knight Returns is my favorite Batman story. I really like The Killing Joke as well, obviously. Very, very influential on me. Every time I used to get a new project, I would say, this is going to be my Killing Joke. And that kind of attitude really made me work hard. You always fall short. You need to shoot for the moon and fall short and just get out of the atmosphere. And that's impressive. And when you do work like that, when you do escape the atmosphere because you were shooting for the moon, they notice. DC notices. And they start to realize that you're special and they put you on good projects. Good night, Argos. Thank you for joining me. I hope to see you again. Edwin asks, is arthritis common in professional illustrators? I would imagine so, yeah. I mean, I don't, I've heard of a couple people complaining of it. It's always been a worry. Chasley, why are your fingers so close when you're drawing? I don't know. Are they abnormally close? I'm gripping the pen very tightly for the finest control that I can get. I mean, this isn't penciling, this is inking. So, you don't want your pen to just fly around. You want to have very, very good fine control over it so that you can get little tiny lines exactly where you want them to be. You went to watch the quartering? Yeah, good. Yeah. I mean, he's so angry about everything that's going on, and if you, it's interesting. It's like if you put yourself in his shoes, you can feel why he's angry, but then you go, they're just talking about Magic the Gathering. Like, who gives a shit? But excuse my language. But for him, I mean, it's his whole world. So it's fun to listen to his passion about this community that's turned its back on him or betrayed him. And of course, it's not too far away from what I do. I'm in comics. It'd be easy for anyone else to just say, well, who cares about comics? Oh, well, I care. It's my whole life. It's my whole world. Yeah, okay. That's kind of how I feel about the quartering channel. And it's like I want to help him, but it's like I'm afraid it's a whole quagmire. Yeah, he did get screwed. Evie, I've seen the trailer for Batman Ninja. I haven't seen it yet. Smart, funny, and lazy. I'm sorry. I can't believe we still have so many people in here. This is wonderful. I love you guys. Brad Bowers, what size are the pens you use to ink? various sizes. Go out and buy if you want. If you want to have what I have, um, go to Amazon.com. Look up Copic multi-liners, and they come in a pack of 8. I think 8 different sizes. This here is an O2. Um, uh, the finest pen that I use is a 0.03. If you can see that, this is for fine detail. Well, you can for $100 you can get a pack of them that will do whatever you want. I mean, these are really excellent pens. You think someone's writing for Jeremy Charlie Edinburgh? I would have thought of that. A lot of these channels that I look at that kind of I guess I compete with, um, they do like apparently they sit and they write their thoughts out first. I could never do that. I could never write anything. And let me see. I mean, no way. I just speak off the top of my head, off the cuff. And when I'm done, I'm done. I don't have like a lecture that I want to give. Because it's just like, now here's the new, like if you're scripting your thoughts, it's like, now here's the news. Here's what I have to say today. And it's not just it, you know. Just feels better just to talk. More natural. I hope Jeremy wins. I don't know what winning means, but I hope he, I don't know what. I hope he wins his money back. I don't know. Yeah. It's like I'm for the underdog. I don't like mobs. I don't like crowds of bullies that think they're doing things, think they're in the right, and are attacking other people. I don't like it. And he said something interesting that I never thought of before, but it was pretty cool. He said, he's like, I hate how they cry out in pain while they strike you. I was like, wow, that's so true. That's so right. Like there's this whole breed of, propaganda that pretends that like they're gonna call you names, they're gonna ostracize you, they're gonna victimize you, but they're gonna pretend that they're the victims while they're doing it. I'm like, whoa, that's a fascinating observation. Hi, Leslie Smith. So, what do you guys think of this idea? Do you guys think it would be a good idea or a bad idea to ask Mags Visaggio to come on and be interviewed on my channel? I haven't done it yet, but I'm thinking about it. I've been talking to Mags. I really like Mags. It's like it's strange. It's like we have a lot in common in terms of our approach to Twitter, to the internet, and I think she's cool. You guys said no, terrible idea. Do it. Uh, do it. Doubt she'd do it. No, she might do it. Yeah, I think people would watch. Mm. People who say, hey, she's an awful person. It's like people say that about me too, and I'm not an awful person. So it's like the other side is saying that about me. So when you guys say it about her, I'm like, I shrug. I'm just like, I don't think that's true. I think we have a person that we are failing to understand. Yeah, I might ask her. Well, if she says no, I'll completely respect it. But uh, I would like to talk to her about comics. Wouldn't that be amazing if like she was a big, huge superhero fan? V. Ken Marion. Yeah, sure. Edwin Boyette, thank you for the super chat. I think Mags is a vulnerable person, says Edwin. It might be better to tape that just in case Mags loses her composure, and chat for that will be brutal. Oh, you're right. Well, my attitude about all of this is, I've said it before, it's just the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm. That is, in terms of what I'm trying to do for comics and with comics. It's just kind of like, you know, I would want to make things better. Yeah, and here's the thing. Yeah, surprise, she's a left winger. She's an extreme left winger. As you might be if you're trans. So what? Like, what, you haven't heard left wing dogma before? Just shrug. I don't know. Maybe I won't ask. Mm-hmm. By the way, have you guys noticed Dan Slott's social media is a lot more positive lately? I have to take partial credit for that. Here's the thing. Here's another pen that's drawn out. Let's toss that out. Here's the thing. People who live in echo chambers will never change for the better. Will never change for the better. Because nobody's calling them out. Nobody is showing them a better way. You live in an echo chamber. What do you know? But you make friends and you talk and you realize the world is actually a little bit more complex and maybe not as awful as you thought. And then you ask yourself, what is this inside me that's kind of it's making me unhappy? Well, maybe if I focused on things, on different things in life, I might find happiness. I talked to Dan, and he just seems like a much better, much happier guy. Block bots. You guys hate the block bots? I'm blocked by some weirdos too. I'm just like, I don't know you. People think they know me. I'm like, I don't know you. Who are you? Ooh, excuse me. So DC seems to take care of their talent. This is Charlie Edinburgh. In a way, other companies don't. Is that built into DC structure or the philosophy of the higher ups? Well, you'd have to tell me what you mean by taking care of. Uh, oh, I'm getting some guys. Crazy stuff is being done with this Melissa Morgue situation. I'm getting all kinds of info sent over my way, nonstop. Yikes. I mean, yeah, his name is Martin. So at one point, Martin did something really weird where he became a character called Penelope Blood, who announced that Melissa Morgue had been doxxed and chased off of Twitter or something. I don't know what. And this character, Penelope Blood, showed up and released a bone chilling video with an altered voice. And it is, I think, it's always something different, Shinto, catch up. It's always something different. But I think those videos were taken down from YouTube, but they're mirrored and they're still up there. Anyway, somebody just decoded the voice filter, so you can actually hear Martin's voice behind it for the first time. Yeah, and they just sent me a link to it. Wait, let me see. We can listen to this together. Here we go.
As a feminist and a fangirl, diversity in comic is the last best hope for positive depictions of women
What is
in
this?
comics. It's time to send Carl Manvers and alt-lifestyle freakazoids to the morgue of comics history.
Huh, that was weird. Did you guys hear that? That was Melissa Morgue's voice filter. Okay, so this is something different than I thought. I'm going to ask what he means. What does that mean? No, it's not a voice actor. That's the Melissa Morgue voice actor. I think it's not. I think it's a filter that you can talk through and it makes you sound. That's what it is. So it's a filter that you can talk through and it actually makes you look like or sound like a woman. You got to be kidding me. No, it's not. It's someone found it and put it online. Let's hear that again. So you can talk like this and you can talk into a microphone and it comes out sounding like this woman voice. Let's listen.
As a feminist and a fangirl, diversity in comic is the last best hope for positive depictions of women in comics. It's time to send Carl Manvers and alt-lifestyle freakazoids to the morgue of comics history.
That is crazy. That is crazy. No, it's not. They didn't hire anyone. This is a computer generated vocalization. Charlie Edinburgh is correct. So somebody who was a fan of diversity in comics made that recording. They just spoke into it. Wow. Oh, wow. Totally awesome. Well, I mean, I don't know what to say. Good job. Wait, what are you guys confused about? Don't you understand? There needs to be a video made. This all needs to be documented. Who was Rise? Oh, went to Fiverr and went on the VA who portrays Melissa Morgue, so we hired her. Well, then what is this? What is this thing that we just saw? That we just listened to? Oh. Oh, got it. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, Edwin, you paid for that to be recorded today. Oh, that's funny. Oh, you guys are terrific. I'm dying. Okay, I misunderstood. So basically, what they're saying now for people who might watch this later. So there are some people in the chat right now. What you just heard, the voice altering thing, the thing that I thought was voice altering, female voice, was actually a couple of fans went and found through let's see, I guess there's a website called Fiverr, and went there and found the voice actress who recorded the original Melissa Morgue feminist frequency, feminist fangirl videos. He found her and he hired her to make a funny little soundbite there endorsing the DNC, just to troll. And that was it. That's how those videos got made. That's pretty impressive, guys. I have to admit. That is very impressive. Rise Again, you're the man. Rise Again is the name of the guy who was able to find the actress. I have photographs. I don't know. I have photographs of Martin, tons of them. And I've been thinking about it. I'm just like, you know what? Like, I don't know why we don't just tell everybody what his name is, because they did that to DNC. It was always Richard C. Meyer, Richard C. Meyer. Left and right. It was just Richard C. Meyer when he didn't want his identity, his real name spoken. Oh, okay. And then they were quick to tell everyone that that wasn't doxing. So I don't know. No, it's not a voice changer. It's an actual human being. I was going to say that's an impressive voice changer. What is Fiverr anyway? It's a gig site, so you can hire people there. Okay. Well, did the actress talk about interacting with Martin at all? she was aware of what situation, Edwin. Hmm. I wonder if other people are involved. Hi, Greg. I wish I was in Scotland. Yeah, the John Docs thread, I think people should be reporting to Twitter. As long as everyone has it screenshotted, it should come down. So, something real spooky. I don't know if you guys know this. Like, I think I posted this on Twitter, but I didn't. I don't think I told you guys on YouTube, even though there's certainly some crossover. I knew this guy on Facebook. He's on my Facebook page, and he was really like an SJW. He was gay, and I mean, just I'd argue with him, and he was just an asshole. Like he's just a dick. Sorry, excuse my language again. And anyway, I haven't talked to him in a little while because I don't really go on Facebook anymore. and he was just arrested for murder. He killed. His job was he would kind of take care of elderly gay men, and he was. This is his own community, you know. He lives in San Francisco, and he was robbing them. And this one elderly gay man didn't want to give up any money to him, and so he beat him to death, like he bludgeoned him. And this happened in August. He was just arrested in November, late November. So they didn't know who did it, and they finally put it together and realized it was him. Yeah. And so, I posted the article, the news article of him, and it's very funny. They said he's 64 years old, and I was like, well, the guy, I met him before. I met him, and at a Wizard World show 4 years ago, and he didn't look 64 to me. That's because he was wearing a wig and a fake mustache. And if you take that off, he's gray and everything. It's really freaky. Anyway, I took a picture with him just because we argued so much on Facebook that it was kind of funny. Like, hey, look, here we are meeting, and he sounds, he's like a normal guy. So here's a picture of me with a killer. That's him. This dude is on trial for murder right now. This guy. This is me. Yeah, I looked all over my Facebook for that photograph. And I was just like, whoa, I gotta actually hang on to that. I'll show you him now if I can find it. I'll show you the article. You guys care about this or no, you don't care? Am I allowed to show that? Of course I'm allowed to show it. It's my photograph. Okay. So the article's coming up. Bail set at $3 million in gay elder abuse murder. And I'll show you what he looks like without all that stuff. I think he's in this. Oh, he's not in this one. This is just an early article. Hang on. Bail set at $3 million. Oh, here it is. Okay. So it's just amazing. There he is. Same dude. It's just all he's missing is that stupid mustache and the dark wig. Telling you. Yeah, I know. I meet weirdos. It's like all of these people who fight with me are just like the worst people on the face of the earth. And listen, I don't know. Yeah, I'm still up. Rebel Leaf says I'm projecting. I am not. Oh, they are. Thank you. Oh, yeah, okay. Rebel Leaf quickly corrected himself. They're projecting. I know, it's weird. It's like They accuse you of crazy things, and you're like, "What are you talking about? Like, that's not." And you get really confused about it, and then you realize, no, they're talking about themselves. Hi, Christian. No, I'm not selling this. Well, I'm selling it, but there's already a buyer. I'm sorry. If he doesn't pay for it, then I will put it on eBay. EVS, you need to write an autobiography. That'd be boring. I found another great picture though. Um, oh, I won't show you it. Never mind. I'll save it for when it's effective. Leodra? No, I like pies too. I just got a pumpkin pie today. We went out to the Christmas lights, which is kind of a big event in Pennsylvania, this drive-through light show. And then they have all kinds of homemade baked goods that you can get afterwards. I brought home a pumpkin pie. I should not be eating pumpkin pie. I'm already way too fat. I must have gained like 40 pounds in 2017. And Andrew and I both looked at each other and just kind of said, look, are we taking this off in 2018? Yep. Personal trainers. Let's get back in beautiful shape again. Yep, lose weight. No, it's not just lose weight, it's get healthy, get fit. You know, the weight just comes off. It's, you know, it's all about going to the gym and doing things that you don't want to do and getting fit, feeling good. And I'm good at losing weight. I'm really good at it. But then I just go, you know what? I'm just going to take a little time for myself and eat cake and pie and donuts. And then I get fat again. Yeah, Heather, you're right. Heather C. reminds everyone that I almost killed that old lady across the street when I shot her in the neck. That is true. So, you know, I do have that killer instinct. I mean, look how skinny my man who laughs is. Look at these legs. He's just a freak. I want him to be built like the Scarecrow. Yeah. I don't need to draw a pie. I do have a pie in the fridge whenever I want it. Andrew's like, when do you want to start? I'm like, we'll start getting fit like after Christmas. I'm not done eating yet. Christmas is right here. And then New Year's, I'm sorry. I'm eating. I'm eating garbage until New Year's. Yeah, Leslie says skinny equals desperate, fat equals content. That's true, but that's also a bad thing. Like, I'm happy now. I'm really happy to be married. very happy to be with Andrea and just want to get comfortable with her. It's like the natural condition is just, hey, let's go hibernate together. And that's not good. We need to stay fit and healthy because we have a kid to raise. The pie is calling. No, it's not. I'll eat it tomorrow. How long has this video been going? Oh my god. Over 2.5 hours. It's over 3. I can't post this. Like, it's ridiculous. Do you think people will be mad if it's not posted? I'll post it. People can just fast forward through it if they want. Chamber Hawking. Ethan, whose throat do I have to slit to get you to draw Carrie Kelly? Oh, wow. Well, I mean, the thing about it is that you don't have to kill anyone. I'll do it. I'll do it eventually. I just need ideas all the time for drawing classes that people would want to see. I think the next one I'm going to do is actually going to be Venom, because I posted a little Venom sketch on Twitter and people went pretty gaga for it. And I realized that no, I think Venom is, one, really easy to draw, and two, people would want to learn to draw Venom. So I'll probably do that tomorrow. Carrie Kelly eventually. James says, Ethan, did you know that the show Chuck used your art throughout the series? The Titans Together poster in the apartment. James, yes, I did know that. Somebody sent me a screenshot of the show, and I was very happy about it. I thought that was pretty neat. You miss Captain Cummings? Yeah, I know. I wish he'd come back. I'm gonna do a Hawkman. Like, if I do another long form video like this, I'm gonna draw Hawkman because, again, it's somebody wants a commission. So I might as well get paid to do these long form videos. I think there's a porno girl in here. We will delete her. Okay. Thank you, Ben Parsons. Ben Parsons says, I love your voice. That's good. Tehilum29, who would you draw from the Amalgam universe? I don't know. I guess Iron Lantern. I don't really care about the Amalgam universe. I don't feel like any comic is overrated, Chamber Hawking. I think that doing a comic book is a tremendous amount of work, and it's to be respected. If people really, really like the book, then it's properly rated. I love the Joe Fixit Hulk. Wasn't crazy about the art. I don't know who that guy was. I didn't like him. What's the deal with Cyclops and Gail Simone? Tehillim29, interested in getting a trade paperback with your art in it. What would you recommend for me to read or check out? To heal him, I would say check out Flash Rebirth or Green Lantern Rebirth. Either one of those is a good starting point. And thank you for your interest. Appreciate it. When you guys buy a trade paperback, that money goes right in my pocket. So, and the writer. No, I don't worry about ink spillage because I'm using all pens. There's no ink to spill. It's just all markers. Mm-hmm. Joe, yes, I was the artist on Green Lantern Rebirth. The one from 2005. And actually the one from this past year, too. Mm-hmm. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for staying up with me tonight into the morning. Let's have a look at the finished piece. Okay. Yeah. Good. Thank you guys. Yeah, it's time for me to go to sleep. Now tomorrow, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do heads right here. So 1, 2, 3 heads of the metal Batman, and then another 3, 1, 2, 3 here on this side. So it's gonna look like a cover. It's gonna look like a finished cover when it's done. But I want to thank you for joining me again. I mean, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Please hit like on this video and all my other videos, and hit that bell for notifications. I mean, this is the kind of content I want to bring you. I don't know anyone else who's doing this, but it needs your support, and that means promoting me whenever you can, subscribing. Thank you for those who contribute super chats; they're appreciated too. You guys have a great night's sleep if you haven't gone to bed yet, and if you're awake for the day, have a great day. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.